My name is Caroline Donovan White, and I'm the Senior Director for Education Abroad and Volunteer Engagement at NAFSA. Today, I'm here to talk about a very special relationship that NAFSA has, a partnership for over 40 years. NAFSA and the Baden-Württemberg Ministry of Science, Research, and the Arts has partnered together with ACRO to offer a professional development seminar that explores the educational system in the thriving German state of Baden-Württemberg. Hundreds of NAFSA and ACRO members have participated in these week-long seminars, and it results in deeper partnerships between U.S. and Canadian institutions with the universities and institutions in Baden-Württemberg. Each fall, 12 higher education professionals from the United States are selected by Baden-Württemberg, NAFSA, and ACRO to visit 6 to 8 different institutions in Baden-Württemberg, from technical colleges to teaching colleges and research universities. The seminar participants see firsthand the opportunities for their students. And these direct student exchanges bring students, for example, from the California State University system to Baden-Württemberg universities for a semester or academic year. And here to talk about the power of these mobility partnerships are Martina Diesing, Senior Officer at the Internationalization Unit at the Ministry, and Jaishankar Raman, the Executive Director of International Affairs at the California State University, Office of the Chancellor. CSU has enjoyed a state-to-state agreement with Baden-Württemberg since 1995. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for inviting us.
I'm glad we're here.
I wanted to ask you about why is it that the ministry, or what does the ministry see as the benefit to continuing to support the seminar and the student mobility programs?
We have such a rich higher education landscape with so many different institutions in Baden-Württemberg that we thought we need a seminar, some kind of project that helps them to connect with the US and Canadian institutions. And we wanted to bring them together on a very different level and different fields they're working on. So we decided on that seminar many, many years ago to support those institutions with our funding and their work.
Great. It's been a remarkable experience for, as I said, hundreds of NAFSAs. They get to come together, so they have that development opportunity together, and then they see what these universities would be like for their students.
It's a unique program that we really had over 40 years, and I think we're not going to stop this. We see even now, especially nowadays, how important it is to connect people on the different levels. Yes, totally.
And since 1995, Baden-Württemberg at the ministry has been working with the Cal State system to offer these professional development opportunities. Why is this important for your staff?
So we are at the CSU in a very unique position where many of our students, study abroad is not on their radar, primarily because they're either first generation or they are financial aid dependent students. Our staff, when they go to the seminar, they're able to understand what these institutions are and what kind of programs are being offered. And they become champions of those programs, talking to our students. And we are direct beneficiaries of that particular arrangement because to date, over 1,500 students from the CSU system have spent a year or a semester in Baden-Württemberg universities. And that relationship is actually even more important because it's a bilateral exchange. So equally about 1,500 students from Germany have come and were studied in our campuses, and it fosters the internationalization that we so much need in the Californian university system. So we're excited to be part of this.
I might want to add that spanning the different fields of people that we choose for the seminar is basically the key to the success, I would say. So having not just register, but also having every staff member in the post-secondary level working in that field, bringing those people together who might not connect otherwise, bring them into talking, bring them into learning from each other, even in their own group, and then with us and our institutions is was the key to success.
Each year when we're selecting the participants, we talk about a faculty member, a community college, really trying to make it not just visiting the German institutions, but how can they learn from each other over dinner, on the bus ride, hearing what someone from one school asks at an institution. They all learn from that. And that was one of the powerful things for me when I was participating and came along. I tagged along with the group a few years ago. And then we come here to NAFSA, and Baden-Württemberg has a large presence in the expo hall, and California State System has a large presence in the expo hall. Do you find that they continue those relationships there?
Absolutely. So crossing over the floors, you always meet a person you have met on a seminar or through the program. We are here with 37 members from Baden-Württemberg State Universities. Wow. So this is huge, and they are connected through the Baden-Württemberg seminars one day or the other, 1 year or the other, I should say.
Absolutely. This is a great opportunity for us. We're about 100 people from California State University System at the conference this year. But more importantly, the kind of professional development our participants get through the seminar carries them forward in many ways, because our students are nervous when they want to study abroad, and having the participants from the seminar, having visited the campuses, understand what the support system is, come back and talk about it to our students, that's invaluable. And that convinces them. Oftentimes it's not just the student, but it's also the parents have to be convinced that the student has to study abroad, should study abroad. And this seminar has been so important for the CSU. And I think we pretty much every year send at least one or two in this. This has been a great partnership for us.
When we visited one institution the last time I attended, it was surprising sometimes to see the big contingent of people there from CSU or some of the other states that you have direct relationships with as well. Maybe it was surprising to me, but it was a wonderful thing to see. And think about the multiplier effect of that, right?
Absolutely.
Those students go back, they tell their friends, they tell their parents and their colleagues, so do the staff that participate. That's what I really think is magic about it, is because it's not just the people who participate in these types of relationships. It's all of the people in their orbit as well.
Well, that's the overall intention of all the participants. They want to advise their students on one way or the other. So this is what spreads out in the world. It's perfect.
To me, the mission itself is so important that there was a leadership that sort of created the seminar, continues to support it, and we as California State University are beneficiaries of that. And it helps serve the larger mission, which is to send students to study abroad. I mean, and that speaks for itself.
We actually see quite often that institutions that haven't had partnerships before reconnect after that and sign up memorandums of understanding at some point. So when they find a common point of interest in study fields, they actually continue their work together. So it's spreading in one way or the other. It's perfect.
NAFSA is the place where you can forge and strengthen partnerships like this, like the one between California State University and Baden-Württemberg. We both have booths in our expo hall that your staff can visit and continue to talk about these relationships, what we can do together, and discuss opportunities for your students face to face. To me, that's purpose, that's place, that's partnership in a nutshell. Thanks for coming in to talk about what I think is a really special partnership between our institutions.
And I'd like to thank NAFSA, ACRO, and Baden-Württemberg for sponsoring this seminar. The CSU has certainly been a beneficiary, and we're very grateful that we are able to participate in this unique program.
Thank you both. I enjoyed talking about our wonderful partnership and the seminar that we have. Let's continue that one.
Let's continue that work.
Let's continue.